because the struggle is real, but the hustle is fattening. Did I just eat that out loud?
Well, hello, Margo.
Hello, Sue. It's your birthday. It's
Oh
your
my
birthday.
gosh.
Happy birthday. I am so touched that you opted to spend part of your birthday sitting in your car talking to me.
Well, of course. I mean, this is my favorite phone call all week, is this one.
Oh,
So, of course, plus I love a woman who isn't afraid to send a good birthday gift. So,
oh,
thank you for my wonderful birthday gift. I
you're
really enjoyed both my Wonder Woman travel mug. I don't know if you know this, but the mug that I drink my coffee out of at home every morning, Wonder Woman.
me too.
Nuh-uh. Really?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yep. So now I have her at home. I have her on the go.
Oh, that's so great. No,
hmm
I did not know that. I
Yep.
oh.
Yep.
No, I got
How
you
about
one because
that?
I got you one because I have one. That's the only reason.
And we have to be alike.
Yes, we have to be twinsies.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you,
Okay. Hit
which
me.
I'm sure you can answer being your birthday and everything.
hmm
Um, did I just eat that out loud?
I'm pretty sure that you did, in fact, just eat
Uh,
that out loud. You've been eating out loud a lot. How are the
oh
taco
my
trucks
gosh, I
going?
really, I really have. I just now, like right before I got on the air, I just finished today's taco.
hmm
Today is day 22.
Wow.
I'm on day 22 of
Wowza.
30 taco trucks in 30 days. I have eaten a meal at a taco truck for every day for the last 22 days, and
Hmm.
still not sick of them.
No, I don't. I
No,
can imagine that you're not, because
no, I'm
I
not.
mean, yeah.
I'm not.
What's there to get sick of?
Nothing. Not
Mm-mm.
one thing.
Just goodness.
I'll tell you what I'm sick of is one, waiting for my taco to be prepared. I'm sick of that.
Like that whole 4 minute
Yeah, the whole
uh
4 minutes. It's very
yeah,
it's I'm never going to get them back.
laborious.
And the other thing that I'm sick of is looking for taco trucks
Oh yeah.
because there aren't enough of them. I don't care. This is San Diego and there's still not enough of them.
Wow.
So that's what I'm sick of.
Well,
And what
we're a
about
one-hit
you?
wonder here in Wilson,
So
but
you went
just I
yesterday?
went. Yeah, yeah. If anybody is following us on Instagram, you'll see me standing there at Wilson's premier taco truck, and it was delicious. I said to
Oh,
my
good.
husband, uh, he had yesterday off, and we had a list of things to do because he very often has a day off during the week. And top of the list, taco truck.
Ooh,
We actually had to make two stops. We had to go and then go back because they were cash only.
they
I'm
often are.
a
Yeah,
noob. Yeah, I'm a
yeah,
noob to the taco truck phenomena. So we
yeah.
had to go get cash and then come back.
And
hmm
can may I ask how much, like what kind of prices can one expect at the
Well,
Wilson Taco Truck?
well, we knew that we were eating again somewhere else later, so we kept it super light and we split something.
Okay.
So, but that and drinks and sitting outside, we didn't even spend $10.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah, yeah. hmm Yeah, it was good. hmm
So you ate that out loud because it was on our Instagram.
Yes, I did. I ate
Yes.
that out loud. I got a couple things to eat out loud, though. I have a question.
Yeah.
Here's my question. Um, Fad diets,
Oh,
like
yes.
gluten and wheat free, or gluten and grain free, real medical necessity or fad diet?
Um, I have to say I'm not sure.
hmm
And we talked, I think it's on one of our lost episodes that
hmm
we discussed the fact, which I will at some point sprinkle into our feed. Don't you
Yeah,
worry. If you want to hear those, I will at some point re-release them
I
into the wild.
I
Um,
do like calling them the lost episodes
they are the
because
lost
they're
episodes.
good. They just their sound quality is just not there.
It's really bad. Um,
Yeah.
but I mentioned, if I recall, on one of those episodes, that I am experiencing perimenopause, which is
Mm-hmm.
a lovely
Mm-hmm.
gift of womanhood.
Seriously. It just
Yeah.
doesn't get more glamorous, does
Ugh.
it?
Yeah. So every at least once a year, if not once every 6 months or so, my health starts to kind of go off the rails.
Mm-hmm.
So I start to have not so much digestive problems, but like I'm not sleeping, I get joint pain, I start to get like massive headaches,
Mm-hmm.
skin stuff. I mean, just all kinds of weird symptoms. And they start to like snowball. And then I go to my
Mm-hmm.
doctor, and my doctor puts me on basically like an elimination diet, particularly eliminating gluten and
Mm-hmm.
not all grains, but just gluten and other stuff, dairy, some other things.
Mm-hmm.
And it does, within 24 hours, I do feel better. I
Mm-hmm.
do notice a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
And then I eventually start reintroducing it back in. And so I've just been on
Mm-hmm.
this kind of perpetual cycle of cycling it in and cycling it out. And
Why do you cycle it back in?
because I like to eat
Mm-hmm.
things.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
I
Fair enough.
enjoy cookies every now and again. So but I do know, I also know, as a nutritionist, that our flour that we have in the US has like way more gluten than any place else in the world, basically, that you would
Mm-hmm.
use. So I notice, for example, when we go to Italy every now and again, and
Oh,
I notice
like I
there.
just dropped that in. We
Yeah,
go to Italy every
I
now
know.
and
Well,
again.
but yeah, well, it's been a while, but my mom goes every year. Um,
Mm-hmm.
we haven't been for a while, but I do notice that when I go, that the pasta and the bread there doesn't bother me in the least.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel the same. It doesn't feel the same. Even pizza crust, which is
Yeah.
something that I'm really sensitive to. Pizza
Mm-hmm.
crust there doesn't bother me at all, and here it does.
Mm-hmm.
So there's something, but
Mm-hmm.
I certainly don't have celiac. I know somebody who does, and that's
Yeah.
quite a serious thing.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure where the line is. I do think people go a little bit crazy pants about the gluten monster, and I think it's in some people use it as some companies use it as an excuse to market their gluten-free Twizzlers and so on.
Right. Well, I'm about to go crazy pants.
Ah,
Hmm. I am, and I don't know. Like I don't know if I'm getting my hopes that I pride myself on the fact that I've done every single fad diet. There's not one left.
mm-hmm.
Um, but here in town, um, uh, it's been raining all week. Okay, and so most of my work as a personal trainer is outdoors. We've pretty much canceled the whole week, and I've been indoors. And I decided to use it as a continuing education week.
Okay.
And every single article or this or that here or there that I flag or that I tag or I put in my save list or whatever, I went and I read and I read and I read. Um, and I've said here and there, and I'm about to write a big post on it, so I'm going to keep this very Reader's Digest.
Hmm.
But that I have a host of symptoms that I can't seem to get anything
Right. Yeah.
but a prescription for. I
Uh-huh.
don't want a prescription for every symptom. I want to know what's underneath it all.
Right. Right.
And in all of my reading, and I've gone a little crazy the last, I don't know, in 2016, trying to be very deliberate about a food journal and a diary and all this, so that when I finally find the doctor that's going to believe me that I'm not fat because I don't move or I make unhealthy food choices on a
Mm-hmm.
regular basis or whatever. um, I want to be very deliberate and have this evidence, right?
Sure.
So I've been
Yeah.
writing and logging and journaling and whatever, pretty ridiculously. So I'm reading these articles, and I didn't know much about gluten or like, I know I don't have celiac because I just had the whole colonoscopy and
Mm-hmm.
they didn't see anything in there like that. But something caught my eye about gluten intolerance, which led to me saying something on Facebook, because that's where I go, right? When I want to know
Right.
the answer to something, I posted on my Facebook and said something about being gluten free. And a friend of mine here in town turned me on to a book called Wheat Belly. You know it?
Oh,
Wheat
oh yes,
Belly?
I've read it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like it was written for me.
Mm-hmm.
Joint
Maybe.
pain, inflammation,
Right.
irregular cycles,
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I
doesn't
had that
matter
too. Yeah.
how much I eat, how little I eat, my weight only goes up. And and it's been pretty slow and steady until about the past 5 years. I even said this when I was speaking at FitBlog and once. My weight has increased exponentially since I started working in fitness.
Mm.
Well, there are a couple things when I'm training really hard or since I've started working in fitness that I've incorporated in my diet more than ever. Whole grains and whey.
Oh, interesting. I
Hmm.
will tell you, there's another book that I read and did this, and I don't actually, I have to say, I don't consider this a fad diet. To me, a fad
Okay.
diet is like that stupid thigh gap thing that
Right.
that chick on Dr. Oz. I was just wanting to like throw the television out the window.
Yeah.
That to me is a fad diet. Um, but I also experience those symptoms, and I forgot to mention one of the symptoms that I get periodically is the scale starts to go up, 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 up,
Hmm.
even though nothing's really changing,
Hmm.
or it's weird. And
Hmm.
and in my working with people who are uh trying to lose weight, I always say that a food journal is your best tool that you have
Hmm.
available to you, because the fact of the matter is, if everything else is right, if your level of activity is right, and what you're eating is balanced and not ridiculous, and it's the
Hmm.
adequate amount of fuel that your body needs, then maybe the answer is medical.
Hmm.
And the only way you can know that is if you've looked at everything else, and which you've done. And
Hmm.
a while back when I had really was really extreme with these symptoms, it's been a lot better lately. I don't have to do it for as long and everything. But I read this book, and my doctor said, "Oh yeah, that's a good idea. You should do that." I read this book called oh. It's called The Hormone Reset Diet, I think, and it's by Dr. Sarah Gottfried,
Hmm.
who
I'm
is
writing it down.
okay. She's an endocrinologist, and
Hmm.
she wrote a amazing book called The Hormone Cure,
Hmm.
and it talks all about hormones and perimenopause specifically, for people our age. And and then the follow-up book to that is this book called The Hormone Reset Diet, and it's basically like a rolling elimination diet. So every 3 days you eliminate an additional food group, if you will. Like, so the first
Hmm.
thing is I think the first thing is like meat and sugar, and then the next 3 days it's dairy, and then the next 3 days it's something else. And each group that you're eliminating is meant to quote unquote reset a particular set of hormones.
Hmm.
So one is targeted
Okay.
towards your stress, towards your cortisol, towards your reproductive, and so on and so on. And it was not easy, but
Yeah.
darn if it didn't work. I felt a million times better. I felt so much better. And I didn't, I mean, I don't have like, my weight doesn't fluctuate that much anymore. But at least the
Hmm.
weight that was creeping up went away.
Hmm.
So I went back to where I was,
Yeah.
which I was more than happy about. And subsequently, now I pay more attention to those symptoms. So when I
Hmm.
start to notice that they're going crazy, I go right to my doctor. And I happen to have a doctor who is very open to this kind of thing, and has
Hmm.
never prescribed any kind of like drug for me, and is like, yeah, maybe you should not eat this and not eat that. But I have to tell you, the first time he suggested it to me, which was a few years ago now, where he said, maybe because he looked at my food journal, because I said, I don't
Hmm.
understand, there's what I'm eating. And he said, maybe stop having gluten for a week. And I was like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. I was so
Hmm.
mad. I was like,
Hmm.
I'm not, no.
Yeah.
And then my doctor's very blunt with me, which is what I need.
Hmm.
I'm that kind of a person. And
Hmm.
so he's like, I'm pretty sure you're not going to die.
Well, and with cutting out the gluten, you have to be careful not to replace it
Yes, you do.
with
Hmm.
stuff that's equally bad for you.
Exactly. A
And a
gluten-free
lot of
cookie
the
is
things
still a
that are
cookie.
gluten free, yeah, it's
Yeah.
still a cookie.
Yeah.
And it's, and so that is what really kind of blew my mind. And because I've been thinking about gluten with but my daughter as well. And I don't know if I mentioned this to you, but I had a total gluten hangover the day after her birthday. Like
Oh,
I was just eating flour from dawn till dusk. And I kind of knew that.
yeah. I
I
get
don't
those.
usually
Yeah.
eat that much in one day, but it was a
Mm-hmm.
special occasion and whatever. We totally planned our special occasion day around food. So, sue me, but we did. Um, and I had total hangover the next day from it all and journaled it and whatever. And then I just kind of kept coming back to different places in my journal as I was reading this wheat belly thing. And I'm pretty convinced I'm going for it. Now,
Mm.
um, I'm usually when I read one of these books or this, about a certain school of thought, I usually skip over anything about supplements.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know. See, yeah.
Oh,
Well, first
I'm a
off, don't try
huge
to sell me
supplement.
something.
I'm such a supplement person. I don't rep any supplement company, but
Yeah,
I happen to be a big believer in them
no.
myself personally.
Well, I'm about to start because this time I'm going to do this detox as written because the supplements that he talks about aren't some proprietary blend that I can only get from,
Right.
X multi-level marketing company. It's really stuff designed to help heal your gut.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I'd begun a little research even about that. Um, do you read Sarah K. Hoffman, her
Uh,
blog?
I don't think so. That is not a familiar name to me.
Well, she's wonderful and she writes about a lot of different things.
Huh.
But what, in terms of food that she wrote about, she has colitis and
Uh-huh.
has basically working on healing and living naturally instead of, from medication to medication. And so, she's written a wonderful ebook getting people started on making their own bone broth and different things. And
Hmm.
she got me thinking too. I've totally forgot my point already. Sorry. But anyway, so just, I just kept coming back to certain things like all the stuff I just went through with my hiney hole that I write
Yes.
about sometimes and my slow digestion. Like it didn't occur to any one of the doctors doing any of this testing to talk to me about why my digestion is so slow, that
Uh-huh.
and everything. They just prescribed a stool softener and Metamucil, right? Like just sort of, so these
I
supplements, I've
know.
just decided to go for it with the supplements because I really read a lot about why he prescribes the different things, the prebiotics and the
Mm-hmm.
probiotics and the
Right.
iodine and the magnesium and stuff like that. I'm gonna do it as written, and if I really feel a difference and can get things, my health moving in the right direction, fabulous.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, I'm gonna throw myself. I'm gonna throw self on floor
Right. Right.
because I just don't know where else to go from here. I just
Yeah.
don't know.
Well, my
Yeah,
experience, again, this is just my personal experience. My personal experience is that they've been extremely helpful for me.
Margo,
I
I have to interrupt you really
Oh,
quickly.
go
I
ahead.
have to interrupt you while
Oh,
I'm talking. I'm taking a picture. We're having this conversation, and I posted a picture of me in my office getting ready for us to record.
uh-huh.
There's a person, so I do this from my car, and there's a person sitting next to me that's in his car, and he's eating the most enormous cheeseburger.
Oh,
I know I'm trying to slyly take a picture. It looks delicious. I'm gonna guess that's not grain free.
no, probably not.
No, but so apparently his car is his office too. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
sorry to interrupt.
lots of
So it's been
people
your experience that this
that they've been
was
very
helpful to you.
helpful. And I know
Yeah.
from, my blood tests over the years that I am a much healthier person, not just in terms of my activity and my
Mhm.
food, but just I think because of my supplements. I've
Mhm.
always had anemia. I don't have it anymore. My
Mhm.
last round of blood tests tells me.
Wow.
Um,
Good.
yeah, I mean, it's, I personally, maybe it's that little Dumbo magic feather thing. I don't care. Because, because things have been good.
Oh, well, good. Well, good. Well, I hope that in a couple weeks, the detox phase of this plan, this wheat belly plan, is 10 days.
That's not so bad.
So no, I don't think it's so bad, and um, I'm just really, I've got a lot of hopes pinned on this. So that's what I'm saying. Putting that out in the universe. My
Well,
hopes are high
well,
that this is gonna.
check out those Sarah Gottfried
Yep, I
ones
wrote it
too.
down.
Yeah.
I definitely will. Yeah. So just me and my mobile office
Yep.
next to a guy eating a double cheeseburger
His mobile
in
diner.
his mobile office, in his mobile diner. Yeah. So that's what I got. What's up with you?
Well, my one of the things that, I've been having mostly tacos,
Mm-hmm.
not
Mm-hmm.
exclusively, but mostly, every single day for the last 22 days. They are gluten-free,
Yes,
as a matter
I
of
would assume
fact.
they are, but
They
they're
are.
not grain free.
They are not grain-free. They are made with
Right.
corn,
Right.
which I'm sure is probably not non-GMO, blah, 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 blah. Although I know some of it was because like the ones that I got at the farmer's market were all like fancy schmancy,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm amazed, just as just to further expand on my taco
Mm-hmm.
obsession,
I'm
that
loving your taco excursion. I look
that
forward to the picture every day. I
I
do.
thought I would not be feeling as good as I feel. I feel absolutely fine. Um, I haven't gained any weight. I haven't lost any weight, but I haven't gained any weight, which is
Mm-hmm.
amazing to me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, and it's pretty healthy. Again, tacos, just to be clear, like tacos here are not like tacos elsewhere farther away from the Mexican border where
Mm-hmm.
everything's fried. The tacos are on a soft tortilla, a corn
Uh-huh.
tortilla, not even a flour tortilla. And
Mm-hmm.
so it's way
Way better.
healthy. Way better.
It's not your mama's Taco Bell. It
No, no,
is
no,
like a legit taco. Mm-hmm.
no. Somebody was mentioning, oh, I was watching or listening to, really. I was listening to Carla and Ronnie.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh,
Mm-hmm.
Thea, Thea on our page, by the way, totally just accused us of forgetting her name. I swear we
I
didn't
know.
forget your name.
No, it was my fault. I was making bad joke. Like in my head, the timing, the banter back and forth.
But
I thought it was funny.
I did seriously just forget Ronnie's name for a second. Sorry, Ronnie.
Well, it
Um,
happened.
but I was listening to them yesterday, and one of them mentioned something about taco shells, and I was like, taco shells? I forget that taco shells is a
Mm-hmm.
thing you can buy.
Yeah. Yeah. It
Yeah.
totally is. I have definitely done my time with the crunchy taco shell. I think there's a place for it. Most of it was in college after a night of drinking.
I've never liked them.
No. Well,
Never.
yeah,
I
you're
can't
probably
get
way more
behind it.
legit than me. But the 30 taco trucks in 30 days seems to be a good experiment. I mean, maybe we really do need a taco truck at every corner.
I'm thinking that we do. I'm thinking
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking I'm feeling sorry for other parts of the country
Mm-hmm.
who I'm serious, who don't have access.
Uh-huh.
Seriously,
To a good
because
taco truck. No.
because here, what it is here, and it's actually, I have to say, it has been a very interesting experiment because one, the diversity of people, the clientele that you meet at the
Mm-hmm.
taco truck.
Yeah.
There's people like me, there's all ages,
Mm-hmm.
all ethnicities,
Because who doesn't love a taco? I mean, it
everybody.
really is universal.
Yeah, you will go and there'll be like people in, like I went the other day and there were women in like 5-inch heels and men in
Mm-hmm.
three-piece suits
Yeah.
and construction workers and cops
Mm-hmm.
and children, you know,
Yep.
all standing around and like talking about how amazing this particular taco truck is. And which one they went to last week, and so on and so on. Places where they otherwise probably wouldn't mingle and speak with each other. It's been really neat.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Yeah.
maybe and this country needs something. So
Yeah.
perhaps the taco truck on every corner is the way to go. I
I
could get
think
behind that.
me too. Me too.
Mm-hmm.
I have something else that I'll ask about next time because it's a big
It's a big one.
it's a big one. But yeah, the perimenopause thing, man, is for real, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I was just remembering
Is
another
is it
book.
is it for real? For real?
It's
Like
for
the
real,
kids
for
say
real.
nowadays?
Yeah, for real, for real. It's
For
not
real.
like yeah, I don't I
It's
once I
no joke.
started reading about it, I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is me. I can't believe it. Finally, I have
Mm-hmm.
answers." And it did change my quality of life, which, as I said, was starting to kind of veer off the road.
It's true. I mean, it's like, I teach people how to move and eat every single day.
Yeah.
And my clients have had tremendous success. They're triathletes now.
Mm-hmm.
They're marathoners. They're heavy lifters. I have one that I think might be a bodybuilder one day. They've lost 10, 20, 30, 50, 100 pounds. Like I know what I'm doing, but I just keep I'm doing the same thing they're doing.
Right.
But I'm getting bigger and bigger. And I'm going to admit this here. I'm trying to decide whether or not I'm going to write about it, but I'll admit this here. I'm getting to the point where I get out of breath.
Oh.
Like I run up a couple flights of stairs and I stop at the top and I don't know anybody that works out or is more active than me. I can ride my bike 20 miles right this second. Like I can, but it's getting to a point now. Like I'm noticing it in different ways. And I think that might be inflammation, right? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. I don't know. I wish I could fly you out here or take you to my doctor.
I wish too, because I'm getting really flippin' tired of having to remind the world that I work in this industry, so I know that something's not right. Like
right.
And like I know it.
Right.
And I've heard stories of people having to doctor shop a little bit or whatever because of the same thing. You have to manage your own health care and this and that and the other. But like stop offering me a pill for everything.
I know. It's everything is, believe me, I'm as somebody also who's been in this world at least as long as you have. I mean, the world of weight loss and being overweight and all of that. It's not, if there were a pill, my goodness, Oprah would own the company.
Yep.
First of all, we'd all be fine now. And, and if it was just, and then the other thing that we get, I'm sorry to say, from less responsible members of the medical community. Now, I love my doctor. I have wonderful doctors, but I've had not wonderful doctors too. And from the people I work with, who are struggling to lose weight with their various things, and they get this dismissive, like, oh, you just need to move more and eat less.
Right.
Oh,
that's like, you just need to build a deficit into every day.
Like,
the
no,
doctor said to me, like,
it's simple math. It's not simple math.
Are you kidding me, sir? And I said, so then I say, this is turning into a very special episode of Did I Just Eat That Out Loud, isn't it? So then I say to the doctor, I say, okay, so say I take this appetite suppressant. I say I take your speed.
Yeah.
Not that I didn't want it, believe me, because I got a whole to-do list I'd love to power through, boom, 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 right, with some energy. But that would be reckless and inappropriate use of the speed he wanted to provide me. Say I take it, sir, and say that I drink 2 or 3 Slim Fasts a day and eat a lean cuisine. And I cut my calories so drastically that I lose weight. What happens when my prescription runs out? I haven't learned anything about managing my health or how to eat. And and at this point, I knew I was asking a loaded question because I already knew the answer. But what did that do for me?
Right. Well, then I'm sorry.
I mean, what's your answer? Like, he doesn't have an answer. There's no answer to that except you put it all right back on.
Right. And that's what makes a fad diet, I think. That's how I define a fad diet. Because at the end of a fad diet, I'll just talk about myself. My warped relationship with food is not improved at all.
Right.
I'm just smaller with a warped relationship with food.
Yes. And I'm still a big old mess. Just in a smaller pant size.
Exactly. That's not the problem in the first place. The weight is the symptom and the weight is not the problem.
Right.
I saw, and one of the reasons I read back to Sarah Godfrey, one of the reasons I read Dr. Sarah Godfrey's book or books, I should say, I went like, oh, I need to check this woman out. I heard an interview. She was interviewed on some other podcast, and she was saying how she was overweight. She's a doctor. She's a doctor herself. She's an endocrinologist, I believe. If not an OBGYN. I'm trying to remember now which one she is. But anyway, she knows about this stuff. And she was seeing her doctor. She was overweight. And I think she was even a yoga instructor at the time. And her doctor said to her, oh, well, you just need to eat less and move more. And she was like, are you kidding me? And she said, that telling somebody who's overweight that all they need to do is move more and eat less is like telling somebody who's clinically depressed that all they have to do is smile more and frown
Yeah.
less.
Seriously, cheer up.
Yeah. Just smile.
Oh,
Just
okay.
smile more. It's just simple math.
Uh-huh.
All you got to
Right.
do is just frown
Uh-huh.
less and smile more.
Uh-huh.
That's all you got to do.
That's it. That's it. Or to me,
And
I have, anxiety. Just calm down.
yeah.
Relax. Oh, is that how I deal with my anxiety? I just relax. Got it. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah. Uh-huh. I know. It's something. So I have a whole lot of hopes pinned on this, and I'm not like binging my way into my start date.
Right. Good.
I have picked a start date, but really the only reason I picked it is it's taking me a little time to gather some of the things that I need.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You know what I mean? In terms of the supplements I got on Amazon and ordered some things that need to arrive, and just sort of things like that. I'm just sort of gathering things. I'm gonna post some pictures of my pantry and my refrigerator
Uh-huh.
after I cleaned them out of things that contain grains. And I'm also including whey. He touches on the fact that whey may or may not be a part of the equation, but whey protein is definitely something that I have increased consumption of in the last few years because I would use a protein
Right.
shakes or bars or whatever. So I am including that, at least for the detox. And then, we'll see. But honey, my cupboards are bare. They are bare. And my oldest child, my son, gets stressed by that. He likes
Oh.
a full fridge. He likes a full cupboard. He likes full shopping bags when we go school shopping. Like he likes
Oh,
volume.
interesting. Huh.
Yeah. And he's like, Mama, when are you gonna go shopping? when are you gonna fill that back up? It's stressing me out.
Like I'm filling it with
We don't have any food.
yeah.
Yeah.
You may not be happy with what's going in there.
I
Well,
know. I gave them one shelf, so they have one shelf
Oh,
where they
good.
can have some things that I'm not going to eat because I'm not putting the whole family on
Right.
lockdown just yet.
Yeah.
But
I think no matter what, it's going to be a positive experience.
I sure hope so. 'Cause
Yeah.
if it's not, I don't know what our next episode's going to be like. I'm going to be in a dark place trying to figure this out.
Stay tuned.
Well,
now we have to go. That's a perfect note to end on.
There we go. Well, it was a pleasure. Thanks for listening to me blather on about.
No, I'm very excited to hear how this goes.
Good. Me too. And again, thank you for my birthday treat.
Oh, you're welcome.
I really have had a wonderful, wonderful birthday.
Oh, I'm glad.
I say that every year. Every year I always say it's the best. I've had the pleasure of celebrating at Fit Blogging before, teaching Zumba. And my husband has thrown me a surprise party not once but twice in my life.
Wow.
Yeah, like I've had some good birthdays, but this one was really good.
Oh, that's so great. Oh, we need to tell everybody where they can find us.
Okay.
Now on the web.
All right. Well, I love Instagram, and you can find Did I Just Eat That Out Loud on Instagram, and I'm starting to populate it. We have a Facebook page. Did I Just Eat That Out Loud? So what is that? You said it so nicely the other day. Facebook.com/. Did I Just Eat That Out Loud? Is that correct?
That's it.
And we have a Twitter, but I've yet to twit, and that is Eat That Out Loud.
Oh, that's what it is.
That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
Eat That Out Loud. There were too many characters, otherwise I couldn't fit the whole darn thing.
Yeah, I wondered about that.
Yeah. And then where else can you find us, Margo?
And we are also available on, we are now on, let's see if I can remember everything. We're on Libsyn. We're on iTunes. We're on Stitcher. We're on Google Play, and we are on YouTube.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Look at all that. We are like, I said this the other day, we are like pumpkin spice. We are everywhere.
We're everywhere.
We're everywhere. I've heard a couple people have given us some feedback that they
I
listened.
know. Yeah.
I'm excited about that. So thank you guys.
Thank
you.
you.
Really appreciate that.
And where can we find you?
Okay.
You specifically.
My website is mrsfatass.com. That is where I write about my journey from fat ass to fabulous. I had to clean up some of my other handles when I was working for a gym. So if you're looking for me on Well, don't look for me on Twitter because, like I said, I don't twit. I'm there and I might get to it. But on Instagram, I am Full Figure Fit. On Facebook, I am Sue O'Lear in parentheses, Full Figure Fit. I do have a Full Figure Fit blog as well, but that's really geared toward clients. I mean, anybody's welcome to read it. But if you want to read something that sounds like how I talk, that would be at mrsfatass.com. Margo, where can I find you?
I like the way you put that. Yeah, because my website is also more towards my clients, and that's Porras.com. MARGOPORRAS. But yes, my blog is where it's more just like we're doing right here. And that is Nacho Mama's blog, NACHOMAMASBLOG.com. And all of my social media is at She's Nacho Mama.
I love that. She's Nacho Mama.
I had to, it was my only option because every iteration of Nacho Mama was already taken. And
well,
that was
perfect.
yeah.
So, I mean,
It's
thank goodness,
good.
right?
No, yeah, I like it.
One.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. So yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back soon. Stay tuned. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.